We see flowers, beautiful painting, buildings, and other objects. Many of things are symmetric. Now, second one, objects look beautiful if they have symmetry. मतलब किसी में भी अगर symmetry है तो वो बहुत good looking दिखाई देता है. So third one is there are many kinds of three-dimensional figures. Three-dimensional figure होती हैं around us. Some of them cube, cuboid, sphere, cylinder, or pyramid. So these are the shapes of symmetry. So let us see. Many types of shape exist around us. We look at the flower, beautiful paintings, buildings, and other things. In all these, we see symmetry and some kind of harmony. Now, many of these shapes are in balanced portions. Proportions. Some of these look at the same at different positions. Some of these look at if they are made up of two similar figures. अधिकतर सिमिलर फिगर से बने रहते हैं. चलिए देखते हैं कहाँ कहाँ बने हुए हैं. नाउ सी दिस वन इज इट इज अ सिमेट्रिकल एक्सिस. यू कैन से दिस वन मिडिल में ये आपको सिमेट्रिकल एक्सिस दिखाई दे रही है जहां मैं लाइन ड्रॉ करता हूं. और इससे जो है लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में ये सिमेट्री हो गया है और राइट हैंड साइड में भी सिमेट्री हो गया है. एक पार्ट ये है आपका, सेकंड पार्ट ये दिखाई दे रहा है सिमेट्रिकल शेप में. इन दोनों को ज्वाइन करके बिल्कुल एक बढ़िया सी तस्वीर बन जाती है, पिक्चर बन जाती है, फॉर्म यानी कि गुड लुकिंग दिखती है. तो यहाँ पर भी देखो, यहाँ पर भी सिमेट्री है आपका. यहाँ से मिडिल से इसको जो है दो हिस्सों में बांट के देखो तो दोनों बिल्कुल सिमिलर है. ये आपको यहाँ से देखो दिखाई दे रहा है बिल्कुल बढ़ करके. इसको हम सिमेट्री एक्सिस बोलते हैं. ये हमारा सिमेट्री एक्सिस है. चलिए यहाँ पर तो एक ही एक दिख रहा है लेकिन और फिगर्स है जिसमें बहुत सारे होते हैं. देखो यहाँ पे बहुत सारे बन रहे हैं सिमेट्री एक्सिस. ये एक एक्सिस तो मैं लाइन से खींच करके दिखा रहा हूँ. जितनी ज्यादा सिमेट्री एक्सिस होगी उतनी ही ज्यादा गुड लुकिंग होगी पिक्चर्स. यहाँ देखो ये एक और दिखाई दे रही है एक्सिस आपको. ये एक्सिस और दिखाई दे रही है सिमेट्री एक्सिस है, मतलब इसके दोनों तरफ फिगर बिल्कुल सेम होगी. एक और आपको सिमेट्री एक्सिस दिखाई दे रही है, आपको दिखाई दे रही है यहाँ से ये चलती हुई. ये आपको सिमेट्री एक्सिस दिखाई दे रही है. तो ये कई सारे एक्सिस हो गए. सिमेट्री एक्सिस हो गई, एक ये होगी और एक ये होगी. तीन तीन सिमेट्री एक्सिस है, 1 2 एंड 3. सो इन 3 सिमेट्री एक्सिस की वजह से ये बहुत बढ़िया यानी गुड लुकिंग दिखाई दे रहा है. ये आपको जो है प्लेइंग कार्ड्स हैं, दैट इज द डायमंड कार्ड्स एंड it is looking good. So you can see here there is so many symmetry axis. So you can see this one is the symmetry axis. ये आपको सिमेट्री एक्सिस में डिवाइड करके दिखा रहा हूँ. और ये भी यहाँ पर भी एक सिमेट्री एक्सिस है इसका. यहाँ से भी आपको दिखाई दे रहा है ये अलग हो जा रहा है, इसलिए इनकी लुकिंग गुड होती है. चलिए एक और देखिए. ये तो आप लोगों ने देख रखा है, ये तो हमारा राष्ट्रीय चिन्ह है. तो ये भी यहाँ से सिमेट्री एक्सिस में है. बहुत देखो यहाँ से ये बिल्कुल डिवाइड होकर के दो हिस्सों में बटा हुआ है. दैट मींस इट इज द सिमेट्री एक्सिस. दिस वन इज. सो ऑल दीस आर द सिमेट्रिक शेप्स. देयर शेप्स आर ऑल शेप्स आर इन सिमेट्रिक फॉर्म. लेट अस सी एक्टिविटी नंबर 1. So axis of symmetry. What is the axis of symmetry? Observe the given figures. If we could fold any one of these figures in such a way that its left half portion coincide with the other right half portion, or the upper half part coincides completely with the lower half, then we say that these figures have a axis of symmetry. In such cases, both the half and are mirror images of each other. See figure say if it is folded along the broken lines, then one part will be completely hide the other part. So observe similar lines in the remaining figure. So that is the symmetry axis or axis of symmetry. So you can learn this. So you can see there is the symmetry axis. This line is called as symmetry axis. So you can draw this line. So it is only one line. So you can see this figure, and here is also one line which is symmetry axis. You can see here this line is called as symmetry axis. Now come to the second. This one in this also you can see one line is symmetry axis which is shown in the figure, but I have dark it. So this is also you can see it is symmetry axis. So it divides equal portions into two parts. Now you can watch which of the figures given below are symmetric. So you can see it is symmetric figure. This is not symmetric figure. It is symmetric figure. It is also symmetric figure. It is not a symmetric figure, and it is also not symmetric figure because it is not closed. This portion is not closed. If it is closed, then it is symmetric. Now come to the next one. You can see the symmetric and non-symmetric. So you can see in this the English letters. So it is A. A is symmetric. B is also symmetric. Mid से symmetric है ये. C is also symmetric. D is also symmetric with the middle. E is also symmetric. F is not symmetric. F you can write here. F is not symmetric. G is not symmetric. H is symmetric. I is symmetric. J is not symmetric. K is symmetric in the middle. L is not symmetric. So you can write here. M is symmetric. N is not symmetric. O is symmetric. P is not symmetric. Q is also not symmetric. R is not symmetric. S is symmetric. S is symmetric. T is also symmetric. U is symmetric. V is symmetric. W is symmetric. X is symmetric. But Y is not symmetric. But we can write Y. Capital Y is also symmetric. And Z, you have to see that Z is also symmetric. You can see here the same parts. So these are the letters, capital letters of the English word. So that is the symmetric or non-symmetric. You can find. Now come to this one. You can see both the figures are images, mirror images. So you can see this is the symmetry axis. So this line is called as symmetry axis. Now come to this one. You can see this. You can see the one line is the symmetry axis in both. You can see here is also symmetry axis. Both are divided into two equal parts. So it is also symmetry axis. You can see in all the figures. Now come to the next one. Recognize the symmetry. In this symmetry, you can draw the line. This is the symmetry axis. You can see it. So it figure is symmetry. This is also symmetric figure. The axis is here. So it is also symmetric figures. Now this one is this figure and this figure is symmetrical, but it is not symmetrical, but it is individually symmetric because it has this one axis. So here is also you can see symmetry axis. It is the symmetry axis. This one is the axis of symmetry. It has two axes here. One axis is here. It has also two axes. So one is here, and second axis is this one. Here is also two axes. One is here, and second one is here. And it is also symmetry axis. So it one is the first one is here, and second one is here. So if these all the figures are symmetric, you can see here it is the symmetric. Why? Because it divides into two equal parts and the same type. Now come to this line, the rectangle and symmetry. The rectangle is also symmetric because it is divided into two parts by this axis. You can see this axis of symmetry, and here is also you can see this one is also axis of symmetry. So it has two lines. First line, this one, it is the first symmetry axis, and it is the second symmetry axis. Now come to this umbrella. You can see it is a symmetrical figure, or you can say mirror image, but it is individually also divided into two parts with the help of this line. So it is the symmetrical axis. You can see this is the symmetric axis of symmetry. ये सारी एक्सिस ऑफ सिमेट्री है. नाउ वन हाफ ऑफ द फेस इज शोन इन द फिगर. वुड यू सी द फुल फेस इफ यू प्लेस अ मिरर अलोंग अ लाइन AB. AB के अलोंग में अगर मिरर रखना है तो हमें ये पूरी फिगर कंप्लीट दिखाई देगी. सो AB इज द line of symmetry. So you can say AB is the line of symmetry of complete figure. So that's why you can complete with the help of mirrors. You can complete like this, and one round is here and one figure is here. It is due to the mirror. Now come to the next one. Some English letters are also symmetric axis. You can say it is X, it is M, and it is A. And this one is a rectangle, so it has three symmetric axis: 1, 2, and 3. So three symmetric axis. There is only one symmetric axis. Here is 2. Here is also 1, and here is also 2 symmetric axis. Now come to the exercise 18.1. So what is in your exercise? Identify which of the following figures are symmetric. Find the lines of symmetry for these. For the symmetric figures, draw a line of symmetry, and for each figure, write the number of lines of symmetry. So you can write here. So you can see here the number of line symmetry. You can count. This is the first number of line symmetry. It is the symmetry axis, you can say, and this one is also symmetry axis. This line. And one line is also here. So it is 1, 2, 3, and 4 symmetry axis. You can say this one is the one symmetry axis, and another symmetry axis is this one, and next one is, you can see here, it is the symmetry axis. So it is 1, 2, and 3. It has no any symmetry axis. There is no any symmetry axis. Scalar triangle, and it has this one is the symmetry axis, and other symmetry axis you can see here, this one, and next one it is here. You can see it is the symmetry axis. So you can count 1, 2, and 3. So you can draw this type. Now come to the in this figure. So you can see here it is the symmetry axis. So you can draw the first line, and it is your second line symmetry axis, and this is your third symmetry axis, and it is your fourth symmetry axis. So you can say it is 1, 2, 3, and 4 symmetry axis. So it has only one symmetry axis, this one, and the second this one. So you can write 1 and 2, and in this you can place a symmetry axis. So that one is the one symmetry axis, and the second symmetry axis is this one. And you can also shown by this figure also, this type of also, and you can draw also here this type of, this is the symmetry axis, and you can see here is this one symmetry axis, first and second one is this. So you can draw all this type. Now come to this figure. It has symmetry axis like this, only one symmetry axis. Here is only one symmetry axis, this one, and it has so many symmetry axis. It has infinite symmetry axis, which it passes through center. You can see here it has infinite symmetry axis. You can draw any one of the line. So there is the infinite. It has only two lines symmetry axis, first this and second one is this. Only two, 1 and 2. Here is only one. Here is only one also. Now come to the next figure. Exercise 18.2. Classify the following figure as symmetric and non-symmetric. This one is non-symmetric. So you can write non-symmetric. It is non-symmetric, but it is symmetric because it has symmetric axis. This one and this one also, two axis. So you can write symmetric. It is also symmetric because it has symmetry axis. So you can write symmetric. It is not symmetric. So you can say non-symmetric. Now come to the this figure. It is not symmetric, non-symmetric. This figure is also non-symmetric. It has symmetric. This one you can say this line is symmetric line, so it is symmetric. It is also symmetric because it has one symmetric line, so you can draw here. So it is symmetric. So you can write on the figure. Question number 2. List any 5 non-symmetric figures around you which have you not appeared in this figure in this book. So you can write so many types. So first of all, we want to write here non-symmetric figure. So banana is not a symmetric figure. And second one is, you can see here. Which one? Yes, you can